Okay, so we were talking about the non-deterministic selection. So anyone has still any doubt for it? Is it clear or still there are some doubts? Okay, so let's see one more example, and I think that's what is going to make it more clear. So here, in the last class, we were talking about this k-click problem, right? So let's try to write the non-deterministic algorithm for the click problem. So what was the click problem? It was that given a graph G and K, G is an undirected graph with a K click. So now if I have to design a non-deterministic algorithm for it, what it is going to do? Again, what is the input? The input is the number of words that algorithm. So G is a graph, undirected graph we are talking about, and K is a number, and we have to, there is any set of K vertices that forms, right? Okay, what will be the first step? First step will be non-deterministic selection. So I'm going to non-deterministically select K nodes, right? What I'm going to do, I'm going to select non-deterministically K nodes of G, and these K nodes are selected non-deterministically. So step 2, what you have to do? If you have selected K nodes non-deterministically, then what you're going to do? What tests will be required? Because I have already selected the nodes from the graph G, so we don't need to further verify actually if the node is part of graph G or not. Because if I have picked we had the numbering of the nodes and we are actually populating a list with the numbers, then you have to verify if the number is actually part of G or not. But when we say we are non-deterministically selecting K, we are picking some subset C of the vertex set V of G. Right. So the cardinality of this C is actually K. Okay. Once I have picked non-deterministically, what I have to do? Tell me. So you are testing that G contains an edge for every pair from this set C, for every pair of vertices. If this test you pass, what does it mean? That non-deterministically you selected some k nodes, and between them, between every pair of those nodes, you have an edge in the graph G. If this test pass, what does it mean? If the answer is yes, you accept. Otherwise, for any pair, if the graph G doesn't contain an edge, you're going to reject. Because the subset C that you have picked of size k of the vertex set is selected non-deterministically. So it is the best guess if there can exist such a subset. Oh, my voice is breaking. Is it clear now? Okay. Okay, so again, when you said non-deterministically select, what you said, out of all possible, again, always visualize it in this branching way. Whatever the possible subsets of k nodes can exist, each of those subsets can be actually drawn in the form of this branching tree, right? A tree. Now, this non-deterministic machine selects non-deterministically one such subset. So when you say that it is selecting non-deterministically, it means it is the best guess that can pass your text in the upcoming steps. So once you guessed it non-deterministically, it is the best guess that will be able to pass it. So you're going to test if it passes the test or not. If it passes the test, certainly your guess is correct and that k nodes are forming a clique. But if the test is not passed, that means your best guess, whatever the best guess that your machine made, that is not a k clique, and therefore there cannot exist a k clique in the graph. Again, non-deterministically selecting k nodes, polynomial amount of time, testing pairwise if there is a edge in or not, k is possibilities you have to check, and finally accept or reject based on that. So all steps are polynomial, so it's a non-deterministic polynomial time algorithm. So it's a polynomial time non-deterministic Turing machine that can solve the clique problem. Therefore, your clique is also in NP. Okay. Now, for a language to be in NP, we actually read two definitions. The first one is that a problem A is in NP if there exists a verifier that can verify in polynomial amount of time. Right, and this verifier is what? It is a deterministic Turing machine. That is the first definition for a problem to be in P, that V is a verifier that can verify for a given certificate C if it is this problem A is in NP or not. So the certificate C can be verified in polynomial amount of time. The other definition is that there exists a non-deterministic Turing machine that can solve it in polynomial amount of time. Okay. We have seen the both kind of machines for Hamm path and clique. Let's try to establish that both of these definitions are actually equivalent to each other. So we're going to prove theoretically that whenever you prove there is a verifier, using that verifier I can construct a non-deterministic Turing machine. or whenever you have a non-deterministic Turing machine, I can construct a verifier, which is a deterministic Turing machine that will be able to verify. So these two definitions of NP actually are actually equivalent. Let us try to prove that. So there are two directions to prove. The first one is if verifier exists, we can construct a non-deterministic Turing machine, or if the non-deterministic Turing machine exists, we can construct a verifier. So let's say that there is a verifier that exists. So what is given? We are given that there is a verifier V, right, that can verify in polynomial amount of time for a given certificate C, which is of length order n to the power k, right? So it is order of n to the power k. Okay. The certificate, it is able to verify in polynomial amount of time. How are we going to construct a non-deterministic machine? So the non-deterministic that you're going to construct, what will be the input for that machine? We are checking whether a string is of in the set A or not. That's what you're going to decide that A is an NP or not, right? So on input W, and this input is of length, when you get this, what this machine is going to do in deterministically, what should I do? I am going to select a string C of L length at most n to the power k. What does it mean? Hello. Am I audible now? Sorry, I think there was some network issue. I think internet went off here in the institute. So, okay. So, until when you guys heard, I have no idea because I was in the flow. So, up to what point you guys were able to listen clearly? Just unmute and please let me know.
N equal on input of W of length n.
Okay. So this is the Turing machine that we designed, that n on input w of length n, you are non-deterministically selecting a string c of length at most n to the power k, and then you are running your verifier on this wc. Your step 3 is just simple, that if v accepts, you're gonna accept, otherwise reject. See, this conversion from a verifier, you are using a verifier to build a non-deterministic Turing machine. It is nothing. We have already seen this thing, that your non-deterministic selection of a string of length n to the power k, this step is actually, you are trying to guess the certificate. You are guessing what can be the certificate, because the certificate you have ensured that it will be bounded by, actually it will be a string of polynomial in the input size. So you are non-deterministically selecting a string of polynomial length. So out of all possible strings of polynomial length in the input size, you are selecting a string that is the best guess to be a certificate for the given problem. Now you're going to pass in this certificate that you have guessed non-deterministically in the verifier. Now your verifier is going to run it with the input, and the verifier is accepting this certificate. What does it mean? That it was the right certificate, and that means the string is part of A. Otherwise, if verifier rejects, you have to reject. Why it is happening? Because this is the best guess for any certificate. That's what we were doing even when we actually designed the non-deterministic machine even for the ham path. See, if you try to see this step, this is again the position that you are fixing here. It is the certificate that you are generating. Basically, when you fix the location of the nodes. And these steps that you are doing for the check, these are the same steps that you're gonna do in the verifier also, right? Even if you give a certificate as a path, you're gonna verify these three things exactly in the verifier. So in every non-deterministic Turing machine, this is actually the step to guess the certificate. Then how you gonna verify the certificate? These are those steps. So given a verifier, you can always easily construct a non-deterministic machine, because verifier will help you verify the certificate. You just have to non-deterministically guess the certificate, and that's what you are doing. See, even in the click, you were non-deterministically actually selecting k nodes, and once you pick the subset, this is the verifier step to verify if the subset is actually a valid click or not. So given a verifier, it is very easy to construct a non-deterministic Turing machine. And because this verifier is already a polynomial time deterministic machine, so even in the non-deterministic machine, it is going to take polynomial amount of time, because it is a sequential process on the verifier. So step 1, because you are guessing a string of length at most n to the power k, so at most n to the power k depth you have gone in the branching. Therefore, the time it will take to guess such a string will be order of n to the power k, which is a polynomial in the input size. Step 2, to verify it, again polynomial, because c is of length at most n to the power k. So at most the verifier will require to read it, and because verifier runs in polynomial amount of time of the length of w, which is n, so certainly it will take polynomial amount of time. So step 1 takes polynomial amount of time in n, step 2 takes polynomial amount of time in n, but because it is a non-deterministic selection, therefore this is a non-deterministic Turing machine that runs in polynomial amount of time. So this is conversion. Given the verifier, you can design a non-deterministic Turing machine. Now let's see the other side. Suppose that there is a non-deterministic Turing machine, n is already given, and now you want to actually take this definition to design a verifier for it. So my verifier will look like this. So in the verifier, what is the input? The input is actually W and C. The string that you want to check whether W belongs to A or not, and then C, the certificate, some certificate given. When a certificate is given to you and you say that there is a non-deterministic Turing machine that is able to solve this problem. So what you have to do? It's very simple. You just have to simulate n of the input W. Now, each symbol of C you have to treat as a choice at each step given. Right? So whatever the C is given here, you have to treat each symbol in C as a choice for the non-deterministic transition, and then you have to move in that particular direction. So here C is actually giving you a branch guidance system, right? In which branch you will be going. So every symbol that you're gonna read in C will help you to decide in which branch you're gonna move in. If it is a ham path, so the certificate is telling you that, okay, in this ham path, if that is a certificate, it will help you to move in the right branch of that non-deterministic selection also. So whenever you are given a non-deterministic Turing machine, to check whether W is part of A or not, you can simulate this machine on input W, and it will be guided by the string C at each step. So now, because your transition is guided by string C, so at each step you are not doing a non-deterministic choice. Out of all possible choices, you are moving and making a deterministic choice because you have a guidance as C. And therefore, once you follow this guidance, then if this particular branch that you have arrived following C of n's computation, if this branch accepts, what does it mean? It means that this certificate is a valid certificate and therefore you should accept. Otherwise, reject. So it is very similar that if you already know the deterministic way of doing it. So this verifier, why it is a deterministic machine? Because although you are using the transition table of n, but it is guided by the certificate. So it is same as that if given, this is the computation tree of n for W, right? On W, this is the computation tree that you are running in, suppose, order of n time. So your machine order of n to the power k steps, you are running and computing this tree, and you are deciding whether to accept W or not on the machine n. Now in this tree, when you give a certificate, I can take help of that certificate to actually, that certificate is like an address of a configuration, right? So I have to identify which address it is pointing, and then in that way I will be able to guess that, okay, you have to follow this particular branch. And after reaching to the node guided by the certificate, and when you are being guided based on the certificate, you are not making non-deterministic choices at each step, but it is a deterministic choice. So there is a single path starting from the start configuration to this node based on the certificate C. So once you arrive, this computation altogether is a deterministic computation, and when you arrive here, this is a node that you reached based on the certificate. If this is not an accepting configuration, certainly it is not going to be accepted, because when someone gives a certificate, if it is not valid, you'll be able to verify it. Because if this certificate is not valid, you will not find an accepting configuration here, right? Is it clear? Or is there any doubt? Any questions? Am I audible? How do we decide if this branch accepts? See, what all we are saying that when you have a certificate, you have a guiding mechanism to reach to some configuration, right? Now when you are moving in the non-deterministic machine guided by that configuration, now the only possibility of this node is either it is an accepting configuration or non-accepting configuration. If it is an accepting configuration, then your machine accepts the input and this is a valid certificate. So you're gonna say my verifier actually is able to verify based on that certificate. But if you do not reach to an accepting configuration, then this certificate was not a valid certificate. So altogether verifier requires to do what? Verifier doesn't check whether W is part of L or A or not. See, it is not job of V to check whether W is part of A or not. The job of V is to check if C is a valid certificate for W is part of A. It has to verify that. So given a certificate, you can validate the certificate. That is the job of verifier. So whenever you claim that it is the certificate, that means it is a proof. Someone is claiming that this is the proof of W is part of A. That is the certificate. So given the proof, you can use that particular certificate to yourself from the start configuration to the target configuration where you will arrive, and then you can check if it is an accepting configuration in the non-deterministic machine. That means the certificate was correct. Otherwise, the certificate was not correct and you're gonna reject. Is it clear? So that is the equivalence, and based on that, we find our class NP. So in the next class, we will quickly have introduction and comparison between P and NP, and then we will move to NP completeness. Okay, thank you. See you all.